nerdy dude stuff. What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video about crypto. If this is your first time on the channel, please take a moment to consider subscribing, turning on that bell notification, and liking this video. Now, I don't want to do too long into the intro, so we're going to jump right into today's topic, trading Pi Network coin in the United States. There's a lot to go over, but we've had a lot of fun. To give you some quick background before we jump onto the computer screen, I've actually been trading here in the US, the Pi token, for the past almost 72 hours, so you'll be able to see some of the results on screen. Before we get right into the meat and potatoes, of course, we're going to jump into how to get involved. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research. Links for everything is going to be in the description of this video. I'll go over the benefits of joining and clicking on those links here shortly, but otherwise, let's get right to the contents. First, I want to divert your attention to one of the first links you're going to see in the description of this video, and this is going to be how to actually earn and mine Pi. We're going to say mine in air quotes here. This is a 100% free mobile app to download, and all you need to do is turn on your mining every 24 hours. If you join under my circle and my security team, it'll give you a little bit more of a kickback on the amount that you earn per hour, which is excellent. So it's free to join, it's free to sign up. This is a beginner's intro to crypto, and that's why I actually feel pretty good about the Pi network as we start going into more of the mass adoption, is that it's as easy to do for your grandma to join, for you to join, and for you to build your own circle under as well, and then you'll earn this token. The reason why it's great that you could be earning this token is that right now it's trading at $1.58. That's a lot bigger than what a lot of these speculators and the naysayers were saying. It's a lot smaller than a lot of what the dreamers were saying, but I know that a few people that joined under me are getting about 0.01, which is about 0.24 Pi every single day, and that's a quarter of a Pi, and that's going to be over 20 cents, like, you know, about 40 cents or so, and that is as the price goes up. So link in the description below. Make sure you use code Dirty Dude. All that information there. It's as easy as downloading this app and then hitting a mine button over here once every 24 hours, and you'll be able to earn and grow your Pi from there. So let's jump into the US site that you can actually use to trade your Pi and continue on. Right now, we're about 3 days away from the Binance survey from closing on whether they should add Pi or not. So we're hoping that we're going to hear by February 28th, it's currently February 24th, if Binance is going to be adding Pi to the platform. That would be amazing, but for us in the US, we're really limited to one exchange that we can trade Pi on. Here's a list of the other ones. You can always go to CoinMarketCap, do your own research if you are outside of the US, but for us in the US, we only have Pionix, which if you actually look at the volume, which isn't terrible, Pi has been trading at a very great volume in the past 24 hours. Usually it's been over $1 billion, so we'll probably see that here shortly, but Pionix is one of the smaller just because it's only locked down to the US residents at the moment, and the only other kicker with Pionix is that Pi depositing is currently disabled, so you can't actually put Pi into Pionix. So what exactly am I talking about when we're saying trading Pi? Actually trading Pi. So I know it could be technically a little misleading to say trading because Pionix has the ability to deposit Pi as disabled. But that's okay because we want to do a couple of things with Pi with trading. So right now we can obviously see that the price has been going up, and it's gone up great in the past since it's launched, since the 20th. It did start at like $2 and then plummeted all the way down to like 60 cents, but it's been building up and now it's $1 over what it's been. And it's kind of been lingering in this little sideways trail right now. We're not a technical analysis channel, but we've been having some fun, and what I've been doing with it has been great for a sideways market. So we are currently trading Pi with a trading bot on Pionix. Completely free feature to use. It only takes fees that will calculate into when you do these setups, and it's basically an in short Pi to USDT trading pairing of a grid trading bot. Here I'm going to tell you in my own words exactly what a grid trading bot is.
A grid trading bot is an automated trading strategy that places multiple buy and sell orders at preset price levels within a defined range. It operates by creating a grid of orders above and below a base price, aiming to profit from market fluctuations. When the price drops to a lower grid level, the bot buys, and when it rises to a higher grid level, it sells. This strategy is commonly used in sideways or ranging markets where price movements are frequent but not trending strongly in one direction. It helps traders capitalize on small price changes without requiring constant manual intervention.
Now that you got what a grid trading bot is, we're going to take a look at mine. Now, again, any of this, do your own research. Links for this stuff is in the description of this video. If you want to join along and play along with us, then follow along. So I'm going to actually kind of bumble my way through this. I actually like the app version of this a lot better. I mean, it's Pionix, it's the Pionix.us app, a little bit smoother, a little bit more like, I think it's a little more user-friendly than the actual listing all here. But we're going to take a look at what I've got going, and I'm just going to show you everything on screen and kind of break down the trading bot here so that way you can get a good understanding of it. First, we're just going to ignore my Doge to USDC grid trading bot. I just kind of slapped this up there to see how it would go with a different coin. I was looking at some volatility in Doge. Then I figured I'd do a test run on that. So we're not even going to worry about Doge. If you guys want me to talk about that later, I potentially could do a short on it. We do have this little bot right here that is a BTC, ETH, USDT, and Pi rebalancing bot. Nothing too crazy. I have this set at rebalancing these 4 tokens every 15 minutes. If one goes down, the other one goes up, and there's some opportunity. This one's been running for the past 20, or this one's been running for the past, should it say it? Yeah. You can see right here, 2 days, 2 hours, and 6 minutes. And we're only profiting like $4.62 off it. Like, we're up in profit, which is phenomenal. But we only put like 136 into it. So this is rebalancing. I like to see us in green. You know, green just makes things happier. But what we're really going to talk about is going to be our Pi USDT grid trading bot. You can barely see here, depending on how you're watching this video. This has been currently live for 2 days, 3 hours, and 3 minutes. So we are 21 hours away from this being live for 72 hours. So we'll just say it's been trading for 48 hours. Now, I have done some minor micromanaging on this. I have modified, since I started the trading bot, 2 different prices, and you can see some of the different ranges. You probably won't be able to see it as much on the following screens, but I have been kind of just like I said, it's easier on the mobile device because I can pull this up every couple of hours and just take a look to see where I'm at and go from there. Also, spoiler alert, screenshots in a ChatGPT also really help you dissect the information if you're on the go, and I've been doing that in moments here and there. But anyway, so in short, initially it says I invested $618.09. I actually started around $550, but this morning I put 50-something dollars into it. Usually my weekly my Geode net earnings and anything else small that I've been like trimming away, not my SPC or my Chia mining or anything like that. But it was about $50 for 1 week's worth of mining that I threw into it. And that's what I plan on doing anyway, is throwing that into the Pi trading bot as long as we're in a sideways market. But we'll talk about that strategy if we go into a bullish market here in just a moment. Anyway, it's saying right now this is going to be this is misleading and it's not misleading at the same time. Have I profited a total of $80.03? Yes. Now that's going to be a difference of actual profit from trades, which you can see on another screen in a moment, and the actual profit of the asset increasing. So what that means is when I first started this, I started on, let's see if we can pull up the wallet as well. You can see my wallet there. When I first started the trading on this, the Pi token was at about $1.20, and now it's currently sitting at $1.60. So this 80% or this 79 PNL holding is the appreciation, the unrealized gains of the asset. So that's where the profit comes. So if I stop the machine right now, if I stop the bot right now and traded what the bot had accumulated for the trading, then I would be up this amount of money right here. What I have actually earned in profit from the bot that I have reinvested, you can see right here, is a total of $32.87 in the past 48 hours. And then if you look down here, I was able to withdraw $10.15 and I was reinvesting, and I reinvested $22.28. Now technically what I did is I took that $10 and I put it into the 50 that I deposited earlier this morning. If I didn't take $10 and withdraw, I have this bot currently set to reinvest my earnings every day at 11:30 a.m. Eastern. You can only set it, it's basically if it's in you. Now I'm going to bumble through. Okay, so I'm going to bumble through this on here, but on the mobile device, there's an option for reinvest investments, and I'm sure we'll probably bumble through it somewhere here on screen at some point during this next couple of minutes. But what I ended up doing is on the mobile device, if you hit release profit or reinvest profit, it'll show you, let's see if I have anything right now on the mobile device. It'll show you what you have since the last time you did it. So let's go to Pionex. Let's go into our bot, and we're going to hit detail. Oh, nope, detail will be on the next second. Edit and stop, and then release profit. Yeah, so right here, if you look at the app and it says release profit, you can see that I have 42 cents of profit right there that I can release in USDT, or I can just leave it in there to be reinvested tomorrow. Also on the mobile app, if I hit the edit stop, you could see right here, you're going to have to take my word for it. It says pause profit reinvestment. So, yep, it says pause profit reinvestment. So I can pause the profit reinvestment right here, and then I can start it back up. And then from the moment that I start it back up, that's when it's going to automatically do it every 24 hours. So I just have it right now set to pause or to reinvest every 24 hours just because I want to build this and grow this. Why do I want to build this and grow this? Because right now my APY is sitting at 911%, and my APR is 3,107%, just based on the asset and the small trades that it's done. So long story short, from that breakdown, the actual profit that I've gained from the bot itself trading that I could have taken out in USDT and not necessarily the appreciation of the coin is $32.87. So I could have taken that and I could have put it in, and we're only with $618 into the bot. Now with the actual asset itself, that has appreciated in value, and I'm in profit of $79.67. So I like this opportunity because while we're also trading, now I started the platform with only USDT, and you can see all the USDT right here, and now I've earned 106, or it's traded and it's holding 164 Pi token. So I can stop it and I'll have 164 Pi tokens plus the $30 in profit, and then the Pi token could go up in value, and I have not lost any of my initial investment. Now we're going to get to some of the strategy because this is going to take a while, and I don't want it to take that long. But anyway, I am protecting my initial investment. So let's talk about that right now. So right now, if we look at my bot, I currently have $141 in my current positions. I have 473 total buy orders in USDT. My break-even price on everything would be $1.02. So if it plummets down to $1.02, I'm breaking even, but we're sitting at $1.48, and I'm mitigating those trade rules to make sure that I don't ever fall below losing any money on my initial investment. That's always the goal, to protect our assets, not fall back to zero. So when you set up the bot, you're going to have a few parameters on what you can do. We can sit here and edit our price range. So right now I have the bot targeting a purchase order of the lowest limit in USDT is $1 to $1.80. So that's a pretty big range, and I'm probably going to fine tune that. If this price goes up to about $1.75, then I'm going to fine tune this. I'm going to increase my lower limit and increase my upper limit, because that's the range that the bot is trading on and looking for. And you'll see that here in just a moment when I show transactions and placed orders. Now, grids. What exactly are grids? The way I like to say and think about a grid is that the less grids that you have that you're trading upon, the larger percentage of profit that it's going to need for the bot to take profit. So if I think of it this way, if you go fishing and you bring 10 fishing poles, we're going to say 10 fishing poles is your grid, right? You're going to send out those fishing poles and you're going to hope to catch, 10 fish on them, and they're going to be healthy sized fish. Nothing too, we're not sitting here going for monster fish at the moment. You could set this up to get your marlin, but that's a different story. We're just going for 10 healthy fish that's going to put food on the table for tonight. Or the way I currently set it up, and if you're a fisherman, if you've ever done shore fishing or bait fishing, I kind of set the grid up as a cast net. Now, what's going to happen with a cast net is you're going to take your cast net and you're going to fling it out there, and you're going to pull it back in repeatedly, and you're going to make smaller trades. You're going to get smaller fish. You're going to get your little bait fish. So I originally set this up with only 10 grids, and I was making about $1.20 per trade, but I was only seeing about 8 trades on the first day. Yesterday, when I switched everything, I opened it up more, and I'm seeing more trades, but I'm seeing smaller profit. But it only takes me, where I only saw 9 on the first 24 hours, I've already seen a total of I've seen 41 or 25 in the past, or 41 rounds in the past 24 hours with 25 actual hits at 40 cents a piece. So that's a little bit more. I'm getting a little better. And you can see here, based on the grid, after the fees are deducted, your profit range is between 1.35 to 2.54% per coin. And here's the current per trade. So the position goes in at $10. most you're going to walk away from that is $1.35 in profit, so it's going to get out when you have $11.35 in that trade. Now, this all increases. I don't know what the exact preset price is, and I think it's only telling the bot to divvy up my $500 and something over 30% to make those trades. I don't think that's the case. I think it's a lot less actually, but I think I have to look into more of a parameter on that. Now, so that's the range that I'm trading at. As the token price moves up or moves down, which is where I'm talking about micromanaging it, is where you want to keep your trade range going. Because if the price all of a sudden jumps up to about $3 in token and I'm sitting here at this range, no more trades are happening. And what does that look like? It's going to look like this. I'm going to move myself away real quick. I'm up here covering my other bots. So here are my grids. I believe I have a total of 9. I've got 29 grids currently, and this is what we are sitting at the moment. We have a total of 21 buy orders, and you can see right now the buy orders are starting from a buy order of $1 all the way up to its current price. Now, if this keeps going up to $1.80, it'll put in more buy orders at $1.80, and then we're listing sell orders at $1.60, $1.63, $1.66, $1.68, so on and so forth. So if we don't have any other transactions going, and I'll show you those here in a second. If we didn't have anything else going, what the bot would probably try to do is take a purchase at $1.55 and then sell at $1.68. That's just the base rudimentary of this trading bot. So these are the open orders that I have right now. Now, what I could go through, and if I just wanted to move this up, I can change the parameters to say, let's trade from $1.10 to $1.90, which isn't the worst idea in the world. And then it's going to pretty much eliminate these buy orders right here for those positions, and then probably increase this to $1.90, so that way you get a little bit more into that range. Now, I want to segue that into my, hopefully, what I would do if I were to increase the window from $1.10 to $1.90 right now is then I would go through and I would reset my stop loss. So what I'm also doing is, do I have it? Is it here? Yeah. So what I'm also doing is I'm making sure that I'm keeping my window in a fair and tradable, because the coin's going nice and sideways, and if it plinks between those two, that's some good trading. But I want to make sure that if I ever go AFK or go overnight and all of a sudden the coin decides to tank, then we want to stop it at a certain stop loss to make sure we don't lose all of our assets. It'll just dump it and immediately go back into USDT. So right now I have a stop loss sitting at 95 cents. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is when I increase the value, when I increase the trade from window from $1 to $1.10 and $1.80 to $1.90, I'll probably increase my stop loss to $1.05. Now, when I started doing the trading bot, I was having this at 75 cents, and then I did a little bit of modification and I moved it up because I was comfortable with, if 75 cents, I was going to take a stop loss of all the trades and only lose that much. But if we can get this, so technically if we can get this up to a situation where my stop loss is at about $1.25, if the token ever plummets and drops, $1.25 literally is my ground zero. So then I can sit there and let's just say I put $500 in, and then if we trigger at $1.25 a stop loss to cash everything out into USDT, and I walk away with $500, I've lost no money. Actually, right now, I would have still earned profit because I've earned that $30 already. So I would be up on this trading bot $30 if it completely crashed down to $1.25 when we get there. We're not quite there yet. We're still kind of like playing in dangerous territory to walk away with a loss, but I'm more comfortable with this kind of loss versus a 0.00. And then on top of that, take profit price. I just have it about 20 cents over what it currently is. So that way, if I haven't been micromanaging it, then there is a big movement. I want it to, and if it hits $2.20, I'd rather it just take the profit for all the positions and holdings at $2.20. And then when I can come back to it, I can start it at 0 by now increasing my window range to appropriately match the price. That's a lot of information, and this is what I've been playing around with for the past 24 hours, really being excited to make this video, and I know it's going to get a little longer than I want. Let's take a look at the overview. You can see here kind of how we've gone. We started off with $60 in the account, and then we put in our 500, and then, you know, profit, like it went down a little bit, but then we started to see a nice steady increase all the way up. So hopefully in a week from now, we'll see this continue to rise as well. Very sideways market today, and I kind of expected that with it being a weekday, but I do kind of anticipate some major movement on the 27th and 28th, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Let's look at the transactions. So then you can go into here, you can go into your transactions and you could see what you've been buying and selling at. So you could see right here, the very first entry point that I got into on the token was at $1.22 and it sold at $1.28. So this one was after fees a 2 cent, just shy of 3 cents, because there was only like a $61 account. So at that point, a couple of trades. So let's see here. Where did I do this? You could see here the buy order. It was like 1.35 of the token. Let me see. Where did we start jumping? Or that, I think that was the profit. No, I think that's the profit. Yeah, that's the profit. I don't know what this is over here. Oh, the fees. These are the fees. So the buy-in fee. Yep. I'm stupid. The buy-in fee and then the sell fee. That's how much it was. 2 cents and then 3 cents. And I made a profit on that trade of $1.35. And the second trade, same thing, $1.35. Third trade, $1.35. Fourth trade, $1.34. And then this one, this says this buy order is initial buy order after creating, adding investment, editing price. The price range is initial, but buy. Okay, so then after I added some more capital into the trading bot, I still had this holding. I changed the range in the window, and that's why you see this. And so I farted around a little bit with the range for trades 5 through 10. And then after we started seeing, we got up to trade 18 is where I really started to open up that cast net to get just a lot more faster trades, a little trades here and there. And then you could see we go from 18, it just starts running from there, 18 to 41. So 1 to 18 and then 41 minus 18, and my head's in the way. So yeah, 23 trades there in the past, like 24 hours, not even. Most of them were overnight. You could see, I think there was a timestamp on the mobile app. There's a timestamp on these trades, but now you can see that these trades are in profit of 42 cents, 42 cents, 42 cents, 39 cents, 39 cents, 40 cents, 40 cents, 40 cents, 40 cents. And that's only because we have a smaller balance. Right now, we're looking at an average of 13 transactions a day. There could be a little bit of room and argument to bring it back down to 20 with my balance, but we'll leave it at what we're sitting at right now until I see anything else. Here you have the breakdown of the released profits, a total of 32.44, and the 10 that we had taken out this morning at 7:30 a.m. Balance change history. This is just where we put in. We started with 63,500 and then 554. Anyway, so then you'll start. Then what you'll do in this screen, it looks like right now. I wonder if there's any more. I can see some more holdings somewhere, but right now we only have one holding that we're waiting on to be sold, and so this is what the bot was. So the bot bought at $1.57, and it's currently sitting at $1.58. So it's waiting to be in that 1% profit or 1.35% profit increase. It'll probably have a trigger point where it goes in, and if it keeps rising, and then if it comes back down, it'll trade out there. But then we'll start triggering the other buy and sell orders that we have listed as well. Anywho, that's going to do it for me today, guys. I'm not going to take up too much more time in the outro here, but if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out to me on X, Discord, or Telegram. That information can be found in the description of this video, as well as links to mine your own Pi and to Pionics that you can get started with these bots. If you're going to get started, let me know. My buddy Mind of Tron is also doing this bot. He's the one that turned me onto it, so we'll be more than happy to discuss, talk, leave a comment below if you have any questions about setting things up. Other than that, like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell notification, all that good YouTube stuff. I'm O'Price. We'll see you guys next time.